Well, hello from Southern Ontario, Canada. So CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation here in Canada. Now, let me explain if you don't know. They don't do any news reporting or investigative journalism. They're sponsored by the government, and they're really just a propaganda division. Now, their headlines read and scream, what's her name? Freeland, Chrystia Freeland, our Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, was subjected to an aggressive attack while she was at City Hall in Grande Prairie, Alberta. Now, Alberta doesn't like the Liberal government. I'll just leave it at that. This aggressive attack consisted of, the video's gone viral. There was one fellow who was, well, I'll say he was using ungentlemanly and unnecessary language. But Freeland was there, and there were like a half a dozen other women in the video. They didn't look threatened, they just kind of, he's cursing her out, and Freeland puts on her Men in Black shades, and the girls all step into the elevator, the women. I can't see as how anybody could feel threatened by this aggressive attack. The guy was cursing her. Now, Freeland, of course, is a WEF member and sits on the board of directors at the WEF, as well as being our Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Finance. Well, anyways, Trudeau and all the Liberal minions of his, Trudeau, let me quote, cowardly behavior, this type of cowardly behavior threatens and undermines our democracy. And he goes on this vein. Perhaps Mr. Trudeau was referring to Freeland's cowardly behavior. She could have talked to the gentleman, albeit he wasn't being gentlemanly, but she just did her usual simpering smirk and went on her way. But that's how our government rolls here. And there's some suspicion that this was kind of rather a setup by the Trudeau government to play the misogyny card, as it is City Hall in Grande Prairie. Now, while Freeland doesn't have a security detail, I'm sure there were some police and some City Hall security there that this could have been prevented. But that's how our boy Trudeau rolls here in Canada.